Mr. K. Dot himself, Kendrick Lamar, ladies and gentlemen, Kendrick Lamar. So my rationale that we can break down.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So here's what I thought. Of course, like that record comes out, and from there it's Mr. Standing on Top of the Hill. This is my principles. I'm a top rapper.
So, question that kicks
Early.
It off. Early.
Fuck all that shit. My question is.
So that kicks off the year for you.
I mean, for
Like
him.
that.
him.
I'm talking about for you to notice him. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because he wasn't doing anything before that this year.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Granted, I listened to him, but he wasn't in my.
He was underground, really.
He was
Gotcha.
he was out
chilling.
the way. He was out. He was in Jay-Z world in my
Yeah.
mind. Like, will I get music for you? I don't know.
Right.
So to see that, it's like, oh, he's sharp. Like
Yeah.
he's on it. Like, dope record, goes crazy. And then we all know the battle and what that
Hold on, I'm
happens.
sorry. What we talking about? Like that?
That was
Yeah,
like
like
that.
that. Oh,
Like
my
that
bad,
kicked
my
that off.
bad.
Yeah. But then we talk about like the battle itself, and just for me, the execution of everything. Like it wasn't getting online lives talking about anything. It was art. Like any response he had, he put it through the art form, and I love that as a creative because I think it does a good job of don't look for my personal life outside of this. Like I don't. This is this. But this is separate from that,
Pausing the story, I think this is going to be interesting to see or try to make the connection between why we chose the person and how you show up as a creative. Because I can definitely see each of us, sorry listeners, I do have a little like inside knowledge. So each of the people that we met, right? Each of the people that we chose, I feel like kind of reflects either our ambition or like how we choose to show up in the creative world. But go ahead. Yeah.
No, So 1,000%, you're getting pretty much my synopsis of what I would want to do as a creative, right? But it's not only that play. It was also, again, when he did the pop out, that's when I was like, oh, he's really moving this another needle because now I've always thought that there was power in streaming cultural events. Like that is the avenue forward as far as like television goes in my mind. And the way that he executed that to do something that like ticket sales, we always talk about how like the bots get it. Well, he refunded people that weren't from California so that the city could be there.
I didn't hear that one.
Like they had a thing where like Kendrick wanted it to feel like LA where anyone that wasn't really in the area, some people were rejected tickets.
Wow.
Like, oh, like we want this to be home. Like, so to do something like that, his partnership with Cash App, and in the middle of this pop up, they're doing the PJ Lane commercials where it's like financial literacy is key. Like he's using this moment where everybody's watching to speak to financial literacy for the black community.
Right.
And that's, again, forget what the world has going on. This is me to my people.
Right.
And then from that, we talk about all the way down to just the timeline to the GNX album where everyone's waiting for a project for you. And this is when you can go to the moon. You could have the Taylor Swifts on it. You could call Beyonce. You could do all of this. And you point the focus back to regional music and making regional rap stand forward. And I think to do all of that, even the vendors at the pop out were local vendors, black-owned vendors that were in the arena. So, and the people that he brought in, like the team was black. Like it represented everything that he said in the business side of it. So for me, you're talking about from, let's say like maybe, April through now of, again, when you pop out, it moves the needle. It also shows your craft and talent because I haven't even dove into the lyrics. Like even to just say something on TV off, like at the end, walk into New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling mustard. Like you're predicting, I'm about to go to the Super Bowl and do this. Like the run is crazy.
Yeah,
Super Bowl, like come on, yo, like creatively for this year, Kendrick did numbers out of, I don't want to say out of nowhere, but considering that this was also an avalanche of a battle, how he moved it, just imagine the pivot as a business owner where you're like, yo, I'm chilling. Oh, we got momentum.
Yeah.
This is how I'm going to step on it. This is how I'm going to run. This is how I'm going to rap. And again, from Euphoria on, rap-wise, bars are there, talent's there, and I think he won off Euphoria. But that's my thoughts. What y'all? That's a lot for Kendrick. Any what y'all think, man? I'm trying to set the bar for 2024 creative.
I can't deny anything that you said, but the thing that I think is one of the most impressive things is like the way his mind works. Did he do it off a reaction? I know like that was intentional. Like it's not like you just thought of, he could have thought of it on the spot, but he made a point to say what he said in the raps and the lyrics to come at the conversation that was about the big three and things like that. But that kind of fueling into the battle, which you kind of think that's going to start something, but you don't actually know. and then it's like that goes into the pop out, which comes from the battle. I don't think you have the pop out without the battle.
Yeah.
No.
Because
what do you perform?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So from that aspect of it, I think it's just a perfect pivot for you to have these things so streamlined. It looks calculated when it's not. Yeah. And on top of that, GNX, is that coming regardless? I don't know.
I would say, how do we know that none of this is calculated? Like, how do we know that GNX wasn't on the slate for the year?
You're right.
But it looks as if.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But that's so to
that's
that point.
Perfect. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say to that point. There's a couple things that he does with that too, because like you said, he even on GNX when he talks about the heart, he talks about wanting to move into position of executive and like putting on. So this album is an album where he's actually putting on artists. Like I look at this like Jay-Z's Dynasty album where you got Bleak, Siegel, all of them going through it, and to do this off of, again, plan or pivot, we can't call it because also his turnaround time and product throughout the year has been crazy.
Right.
Like we just got first person shooter mode this year, and he replies to that.
Right.
Then you just get the whole argument of Wayne getting upset about the Super Bowl. First record, whacked out murals. Guess my hard work let Lil Wayne down.
Yeah.
Irony.
It's
like,
so long. The year has been so long.
But all of that to the point of like, yo, this man has completely been in a time where things pass fast, captured moments.
Yeah.
And he did it on holidays, like when everyone's free and available to pop out happen on Juneteenth. Like, man, 10 out of 10. I could even say, like, I even have a playlist for the pop out like the songs where he shows you throughout the years how he was talking about the industry. 10 out of 10, yo. He stood on the business, man. I have been a Kendrick fan. I would say I listened to Section 80, but Good Kid, Mad City was the one that really like did it for me. And to see what he did this year, yo, I can't pass that crown to no one else myself.